G'day folks, today I'm coming to you to help you understand the process of doing a brake service, but very specifically a final step in the process that often gets missed. And that step in the process is called bedding in your brakes. Now what I've done is I've gone out and purchased for my workshop this tool called a Sinter smart bedding machine, which is latest technology, comes with a number of programs that you can punch in based on the size of your rotors so that you get this bedding in process done properly. Now I'm going to go through with you some videos on how I go about servicing rotors and cleaning them, and also brake pads. And once we've done those basic steps, we're going to put that all back into the bike, and then we're going to specifically go through the process of bedding in the brakes or the brake pads to the rotors so that you get the best performance from your brakes once they've been serviced. Now, the most important component on a working bike is your brakes. And so therefore, when you take your bike for a service, it's very important that the bedding in process, regardless of the rotors being cleaned or new brake pads being put in, that bedding in process that often gets missed or is not spoken about or is not known about is the most important process so that you get the best performance from your brakes when you take your bike for a service. So hence me purchasing this kit, and I'm going to demonstrate now for you in some short video clips on how we go about doing this. So just to show you the setup that I've got on my bike is I've got a Shimano Ice Tech rotor. Don't know if you can see the writing there. Ice Technologies freezer. And then I've got Shimano brake pads installed as well. So this is my front wheel, and I will be taking the wheel off, cleaning the rotor. I'll take some photos of that just to speed the process up. I'll be cleaning the brake pads, and then we'll come back and put it in the machine to bed them in. So what I'm doing here now is I've got the brake pads out, the left, the right, and I'm going to first clean off the dust or the dirt that's on these. See how much comes off. Now I'm going to take a bit of disc brake cleaner, and I'm going to spray each one of them and then just clean them off properly. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the left brake pad, and I'm just going to go slowly like this. There, that's looking a lot better. So this is now good. Perfect, exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I've got my tools because I want to remove the center lock rotor. Tools, that's okay, you can leave the rotor on, but I like to take it off wherever possible so that I can work with the rotor more freely. There we go. So I'm going to try. Let's see how much comes out. Okay, now that the wheel is back on the bike, we now need to understand what type of rotor we have so that we can program the machine accordingly. So I know I have a 160mm rotor. I know it is a Ice Technology 2-piece rotor. And I know that my brake calipers have only 2 pistons. So then we come to the machine, and we now look up, okay, what exactly is the mode that I want to program the machine to? And there we go, back to green. And there we go, all done. Stops automatically when it's finished, and now I'll wait for that to cool down. Folks, now I'm going to be doing my rear wheel. I've done the same with I've cleaned the rotors and the brake pads on my rear wheel. So now I'm going to start the machine, choose my profile, and put my bike in a nice straight line. It's going to start. So I'll just take taken the bike out for a test ride, and honestly I've got to say that the brake performance is so much better than what it was before I cleaned the brake pads and all of that. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I actually cleaned my rotors and my brake pads without using the Sinter. And what I did was the normal car park bedding in method, meaning going up and down the road, pulling the brakes a number of times, hard stops, etc., like you would see on any YouTube video. And now that I've used the Sinter bedding in process, that 20% increased braking performance that they talk about on their website, I've got to say it is around 20% increase in performance. I can really feel it, and there's no noise in my brakes. It's braking really well, so I'm really happy with my bike going through this process. Now that I know I've used up-to-date technology and a process that I know is going to work, it's going to make me happy, it's going to make my customers happy, and it's going to give us all confidence that our brakes are working as they should be. So I highly recommend that the next time you take your brakes for a service, a machine like this is used, and obviously I've got the machine, so I highly recommend if your workshop or whatever, whoever you take your bike to for a service can't or don't have a machine like this, bring it to me and I'll be happy to perform the service for you.